Huawei is officially saying goodbye to Android. Next week, the tech giant will debut its very own operating system, HarmonyOS Next. This shift is a huge milestone for the company, marking the end of its reliance on Google's Android platform and pushing it closer to full independence. Let's dive into what this new operating system brings and why it's such a game changer. For years, Huawei's HarmonyOS was more like an Android skin. It ran on Android, but had a different look and feel, similar to how many other companies customize their own user interfaces. However, Huawei had always planned something bigger. The idea was to eventually move away from Android altogether and build a unique, self-sustaining operating system. With HarmonyOS Next, that dream is finally becoming a reality. Huawei is now aiming to make their devices fully independent from Android, offering a dedicated platform for their users. This major update represents a big leap forward for Huawei, who has been working behind the scenes to ensure they can offer a strong app ecosystem. One of the most significant updates with HarmonyOS Next is its app support. Huawei has been working tirelessly to develop an ecosystem that can rival Android's massive selection of apps. And now, with over 10,000 apps available, the new system covers nearly all the essential needs of its users. In fact, the company claims that HarmonyOS Next will meet 99.9% of consumers' usage time needs. This is a bold statement, but if Huawei can deliver on this, it will mean users won't miss Android as much as they might think. Huawei has ensured that key apps for communication, entertainment, and productivity are all part of the new ecosystem, making the transition smoother for current Huawei device users. While Huawei is moving forward with HarmonyOS Next, it's essential to note the company's strong presence in China's smartphone market. In the first quarter of 2024, HarmonyOS already accounted for 17% of the Chinese smartphone market, a massive accomplishment considering the dominance of both Android and iOS in the region. With the launch of HarmonyOS Next, this percentage is only expected to grow. If Huawei can continue capturing market share in China, it could become a serious competitor, not only domestically, but potentially on a global scale. However, for now, HarmonyOS is still largely focused on the Chinese market, and we'll have to wait and see if Huawei plans a broader international release. Starting next week, HarmonyOS Next will begin rolling out to some of Huawei's newest devices. The update will first arrive on the Mate 60, Mate X5, and the MatePad Pro. These high-end devices will be the first to experience the new operating system, with more devices likely to follow shortly after. Interestingly, there's no word yet on whether the company's new tri-fold Mate XT smartphone will receive the HarmonyOS Next update. It's an exciting device, but as of now, Huawei hasn't made any announcements about compatibility with the new OS. We'll have to wait for further updates from the company on this. The introduction of HarmonyOS Next is more than just a software update. It's a strategic move for Huawei to become self-reliant and cut ties with Android once and for all. This bold shift shows Huawei's determination to create a robust, independent platform that offers users everything they need without relying on third-party operating systems. With the promise of 10,000 apps at launch and a user base that is steadily growing, HarmonyOS Next could be a major turning point for the company. As it begins rolling out on flagship devices, we'll get to see firsthand how well Huawei's new system performs and whether it truly lives up to the hype. As HarmonyOS Next goes live, Huawei is stepping into a new era. The company is no longer just another Android player. Instead, it's building an ecosystem that could potentially rival the giants of the smartphone world. Next week marks the beginning of this new journey, and it'll be interesting to see where it leads Huawei and its users in the future.